We're back. We're ready to roll. We got Sonic Dream Team Any Percent by HUD's 601 up. Let's see it, HUDs. Let's go fast and kick off the Sonic block properly.
Thank you so much, Joker. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Good time zone to everyone around the world. My name is HUD601. I am here to run the amazing Sonic Dream Team for you. Hopefully we have some dreamers watching right now. We're going to get this thing underway straight away because I know we're a little bit behind schedule. So let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. And while I'm getting into the first level, would my lovely commentator like to introduce himself?
Hello, my name's Ark. You just heard me in the last run. I'm back again.
What a surprise. How you doing, mate?
Well, hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm looking forward to this. So, Sonic Dream Team, do you want to give the people a bit of an intro as to what this game is and what we're going to be doing?
Sonic Dream Team is an arcade exclusive on the Apple. That's right, it's Apple Arcade, but it is a 3D platformer that hosts 6 characters from the franchise and is an amazing 3D platformer. HUD right now is going through one of our main levels here. We're in World 1-1. No, it's not Matteo, it is Sonic. But we're going to be grabbing the red star rings through this stage. The reason for this is because for every stage that has a set of red star rings, grabbing all 5 will give us an extra dream orb. These dream orbs are required to advance through the game. We are basically going to be collecting as many dream orbs as we can so we can then get to the final boss as quickly as possible. We will not be doing every single level because it is not required, but HUDs has been using the power of spreadsheets to make sure we know which levels are the fastest. You just saw HUDs grab 3 keys to go through and open up this lovely door. Keys are required in certain levels, will be skipped in others, and we get to run our way through and have some fun with it.
Indeed. We have 6 characters to choose from, but early on we only get our speedy characters. We can choose between Amy or Sonic. We're going to be playing as Amy for most of this because Amy is the default choice, so we just choose the default character. Really saves time, doesn't it? This game is timed IGT normally, so menuing doesn't count, but obviously this is a marathon run, so we're doing it RTA. So, as Argix said, I got angry with the game one day, so I cracked out the spreadsheets and figured out the best way to not menu, because I hate menuing, and that's that. And that's the first level done.
Hey, and these are the longest levels. Like the Act 1s are always the longest ones there because there's extras. But then we go through the rest of the levels, which take a little bit of segments from the levels previously and then have you do various challenges in them. This one is simply collect the Dream Orb, which is the game telling you, go find the orb. We put it somewhere funny and added a little bit of extra to it. For example, this was the middle part of the first level you just saw, but now there's extra springs to go bounce padding on. So we got to go through, hit them and take that out, and that is another Dream Orb complete.
So you see, as we've collected a couple of dream orbs, it unlocks more acts for us. We get this little cutscene we're going to skip, and then it automatically takes us to that new act. So we're now in Act 2, Mission 1. So for the most part, we're just doing what the game wants us to do, but you will start to see us later on going back through the level to pick up more dream orbs in order to progress. As we go further into the game, we need more dream orbs to open up more of the game.
Yep. So I'm going to explain here quickly as well. You see, this is a boost formula game. You have the power of boosting. Every character has the power to boost, which is nice. We get these little blue lightning bolts that you pick up. That just replenishes your boost meter. That was an interesting jump as we get to go through and go around on that section. Thankfully, though, we can explain what the homing attack does. As its name suggests, it will home on to things. But in this game, it's been dialed up to 11. You get an amazing range on it, not only just on your enemies, but on things like the rails as well. It allows us to do this game in basically ways that you would otherwise think, nope, you fell off, you're going to die, and then suddenly you've recovered and you're exactly where you need to be. It's a bit strange, it's a bit fun, but honestly, it's really, really simple. And that's the main thing about this game is it's very simple to pick up, very simple to play, but it's kind of hard to master.
Exactly, yeah. And for me, I mean, everyone who knows me knows I don't have much of a love for 3D Sonic games. The fact that I've played this one as much as I have shows you just how good they've got the formula in this one, with the boosting, with the character abilities, and just the difference in the missions. We didn't get it stuck there. Amy, thank you. Right, there we go.
That was interesting.
Oh dear. Right, so this is one of the Dream Shard ones. Do you want to explain this one, Alec?
So when you come into the Dream Shard stages here, you've got to get really close and really quiet to the mic there. As we're all dreaming and having a great time, you pick up 6 of the shards there, and that makes one singular Dream Orb. As we're not going to hand it back over to HUDs there.
Oh, thank you very much. Right, into area, level, act. That's the word I'm looking for. Act 3. Right, this is
Good
our
job.
third. Thanks. So Scrabble Shores Act 3. So again, this is just getting to the Dream Portal as fast as possible. We're going to be grabbing the red star rings to get our extra Dream Orb. And you'll notice as well that as we go through the enemies, we get some of the little power boost things as well. So it sometimes is preferential for us to grab them. We're going to come up here, get our first one. Down the bottom, I'm going to go onto this rail. I'm going to ignore the rails on the right. Instead, I'm going to head towards the left just to skip that little bit of a section there. This is one of the main things with the routing. A lot of it, we are trying to skip certain sections and just eke out little bits of time save here and there. This area, we're going to go and grab this key first. We're going to head up to the top. I'm going to go grab key number 2. And then we're going to do a ring dash here all the way up to the top, onto the rail.
Ring dash?
Or whatever it's called. I don't know.
What? It's a light speed dash.
Yeah,
It's
ring
never
dash.
been a ring dash.
I don't know.
What
I don't
is
play
this?
3D Sonic games.
Oh my god.
we
what
don't have
is
this in 2D.
What is this?
Oh, dear. Sorry,
Ring
light speed
dash.
dash.
It is a light speed
Oh,
dash.
dear.
Ring
Everyone
dash.
salutes for our fallen hero, the derailer.
So
Do you
the
want to explain what
derailer.
derailing was, Ark?
Derailing was a piece of tech that we had where you could do a boost on a rail and then do a precise jump right after it to effectively derail yourself. Hence why we called it derailing. Unfortunately, in a recent patch, derailing, our only speed tech in the game, has been removed. So maybe it'll come back in our third patch, as we've got one more patch for this game that we're aware of to come out, but who knows? We'll wait and see.
There we go, nice. So we've got one more level to do, which is going to be mission 2 here in Act 3. And then we're going to be on to our first boss. Very
Ooh,
excited.
bossers.
This one's great. You can do
Oh,
some
yeah.
more light speed dashes.
Yes, oh, that's what it's called. It's been called that for years. Oh, can't believe it, ring dashing. So, another thing about this game that I'm going to mention here before they actually happen is that this game sometimes has the unfortunate need for crashing. Now, I will say that compared to the run that Huds has done earlier today, this run is much better right now because he did already crash by twice at this point. Huds is still aiming to get that elusive 0 crash run.
Oh, that'd be
As far as I'm aware, though, still hasn't had it.
Not in a marathon run, that's for sure. I
But
have a
we will
100%
see
crash
what
rate in
happens.
marathons.
It's
I'm going to
funny.
pick Pascal just because I'm used to it now.
Nice. Yeah, we're going to jump into the ever fabulous Dr. Crabulous.
I love that you gave him his full name. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So we got Dr. Crabulous here. You're going to hit his hand there to deflate it. He's going to jump and then you're going to claw. Hit him with his other claw. Away you go.
Two of us can
It
play this
falls
game,
down.
mate.
All right, I see how this is going. And then he's going to go and hit his... bum. So then you're going to hit this bum 3 times on that one. And that is going to hopefully be a quick hit. Huds is going to want to do it within 2 bounces. Ideally once if he's good, but that was a really bad jump. So 2 bounces should
You
get
can't
it.
reliably
Nice.
do one, so I don't even try for it.
It depends on where he bounces.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nasty one. That's fine.
Managing to get it. 1 more required. And then the last hit's a funny little hit, but you know.
Ooh, there we go. So a little bit of tech with this one. If you get hit by those rings, he'll immediately jump. So you always want to avoid those. But he won't jump if you're mid-air. So you want to get that jump off before he tries to jump for his third one. That's how you get the reliable 2 hit. Is you get round enough and then get mid-air. And it stops him going. Right, Dream
Today
Factory
I
Act
learned.
1. Hardest jump in the game coming up. And I definitely will miss this first time.
No, you're one. You've got this. All right, so we have now just unlocked the flight characters, and we have Cream the Rabbit with Cheese the Chow, or as I like to call her, Squeaks, because when you hear her, she's going to just do lots of cheering and squeaking and lots of little cute noises, because that's what she does. So we are going to go and avoid the keys here. We're going to get a nice big boost jump off that. Wonderful flight up there. Why did you go that far? Okay,
Why?
your problem is you've got to learn how to do a straight line. That was so diagonal. Come on.
Oh, did you just go
could have
straight up
made
here?
it like that.
Oh.
Easy.
I've been going for the
Did-
rail the whole
oh my
time. I've been going for the
Now we know
rail. That's
why-
much easier.
I'm
Thanks, mate.
And now we know why he's not been able to do it.
It's not like
Oh
I've
my
got 50
God.
hours in this game so far.
What have you been doing? Oh,
Learning life.
Yep, learning live apparently. Right, here we go. Going to boost our way through. Again, every character has the ability to boost. However, our speed characters have the light speed dash, or the dash rings, or the ring dash as HUDs calls it. Our flight characters here have the ability to fly. They can only fly for, or at least fly upwards for a set amount of time before their stamina gauge runs out, and then they start slowly descending down. We're also going through the tunnels here that takes you straight to the OBS logo. Now you can't tell me it's not that, so enjoy it. Yes, every time. So a little bit of skips to grab the rest of our rings here. That is that done, and then away we go towards the end of the stage there. Still can't believe you're doing that at an angle. What the heck? Aiming for the rail, like, no!
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The latest patch seems to have made that one a bit easier. Oh, you're talking about the rail at the beginning. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the one there with the red star ring.
No, that one there's fine. But yeah, I mean the first one.
I always thought you had to go for the rail. I don't know why. It just never occurred to me.
No. Right. More flying stages. That was bad, but you got away with it. Yeah. Again, homing attack there being really, really OP with its distance. So we're going to see it going all the way back up again. This time, though, we are not going to go around the side. Because, again, although this is the opening to the first level that we just did there, it is, in fact, changed up a little bit. We've got more springs. We've got more obstacles. We've got more platforms. And they placed the orb along the top side here. So we have to fly up, get all the way over. Away we go. Want to do a boost, then a jump. You'll notice as well that HUDs doesn't immediately go into the flight. The reason for that is because we want to try and stay in the boost state for as long as we possibly can, because that gives us the furthest distance on it.
And now, once again, back to another stage here, where we're going to be grabbing even more of the dream tokens here, the dream shards, that will become a dream orb. Little Squeak here is going to run around, grab the flight area all the way up, only have to grab the first one, the second one, not required, as we have this routed where we will jump down through the lasers there. It's a wonderful homing attack off that side. And then we go through, going to grab this one that is in the middle of nowhere. A little bit of a pain, but alas, we have to do it. And then we got to fly, which is slightly slower, so we'll see HUDs dropping just up and down here, just to try and get as much horizontal movement towards the end there, and complete. Nicely done.
Thank you.
As we now pull it back up there, we're going to go into Act 2. It is 221. And we are going to be going as Tails on this one. Reason we grab Tails and not Cream is simple because it's one less menu to move over. Saves you about a second each time you do it. Oh, that little bit of optimization.
Why'd you have to find us out?
Because this jump's great. All you do is you jump, you hold jump, and away you go. See? Easy every time. Through the little gap in the hole there. Saves 40 seconds because all you need to do is go up through that little gap and then about turn on yourself. Done.
It is a great little jump, and it's a brilliant find.
Yep. And then other little jump here. Run, jump, boost, up, and onto the rail.
Nice.
And I'm very proud of that. Very proud of those finds.
Alex contributed something.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, we're going to be continuing on through the rails down the bottom here. We're going to be skipping a little section coming up by going up and around the back to get our red star ring. And then hopefully I'm going to time it well on the jump on the pistons and get ourselves right up to the top. So, up the wall here, a little bit of a boost, jump off a bit, come along to the side here, land it here to get the red star ring, back over. Now I need to predict which piston I can get onto. Missed it. Always a pain.
That's fine.
Go on. Yeah, nice.
Nice. Oh, very nice. Again, another thing about this game is, while the overall route on the stages themselves are the same, there's a little bit of nuance to like the routes that you want to take. You don't have to take the exact same route as another runner would. Noticing this just by watching HUDs, we do things like slightly different, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, I think, I mean, we had a little race earlier on another marathon with a couple of other runners, myself, Argit, King Rose, and Callie Macken, so shout-outs to them. And we all do things ever so slightly differently on different levels. There is a lot of kind of, like you say, deviation, but it's only minor things.
And it was great, because we all finished within a minute of each other, like, holy fudge. But I did not expect that.
So close.
All right, running again. This time, it is the same part of the stage that you literally just saw, but this time, you've got to get each checkpoint before the time runs out. Now, it is extremely important that you hit the active checkpoint, because every other checkpoint is not active until you go through it. So you've got to go through it in sequence. None of this running to the end and being able to finish. Game says no, you're going to be in trouble if you try and do that.
There we go, nice. Right, now we're going to go back for the first time.
Yeah, we're going back to World 113. So back to Scrambled Shores, into Act 1, into Level 3. As this is where we now use the characters that we've unlocked, so we can get more of the Dream Orbs. I was about to call them shards, but we're not doing that stage yet. But yeah, this all just minimizes the menuing that we have. And now, while the menuing is not required in the in-game file time, it is a case of it allows us to just do it real time. And we're doing it live. We're doing it real time. So it's good to have that available to us too.
Exactly. As we finish up this one, we're going to be doing one more as well before we continue on with World 2. So, Joker, if you've got any messages you want to read, buddy, jump on in.
Oh, I absolutely do. We've got plenty here. So first off, we do want to let you know that we have opened a new target, a new incentive here. It is for a later game in the Sonic block. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, the examine all trash cans %. This is very, very fun. It requires the runner to investigate every trash can in the game for other evidence. That is going to be a $50 incentive donation amount, so we just want to make sure we hit that before the start of the run. We are going to also look at closing up the player character bid war for Sonic Blast here fairly soon. So we want to make sure that we have that set and good to go. Right now, Knuckles is far and away ahead at $72 versus Sonic's $3. So you only have a little bit of time here if you want to see the runners race as Sonic in Sonic Blast. We still do have the category choice for Sonic Adventure DX open as well right now. As we just saw playing Amy, Amy's story is currently ahead of Tails at $5 there for Sonic Adventure DX. So you've got some choices, you've got some options. Use that exclamation mark, donate in the chat if you want to put your donations towards those choices.
Brilliant. Thank you, Joker.
Thank you. That's a great amount of stuff, that is.
Murder of Sonic the
Alright,
Hedgehog, such a good game.
Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog was such an interesting one that came out of nowhere. It really caused you to think.
Oh no! Just remembered the thing. I need to play that game again.
Yes, we do. All right, we are going to run our way around the stage now. We are back into, this is World 2 again, so we're back into the factory. We got all the glips in that running around. That was an interesting jump there. That was a really interesting. This game allows you to recover from any whiffs. That was like 3 whiffs in a row, and HUD still made it through. Like, how did you pull that off?
Very forgiving. Camera angles
Except
are a
from
thing,
when except from when it's not. Didn't whiff it. Good
I'm
job.
playing this one safe. I don't do this one dangerously anymore.
One too many times bitten, huh?
Yeah. It saves like 2 seconds to skip the rail and get head straight for the red star ring. But if you mess it up, you're losing like 20 plus. Just not worth it.
This is a hard part because there's a lot of moving platforms. There's a lot of funky things in the way on this one. But you get to see really cool bounces. Going to fall down there, grab the red star ring. Going to then go over to the left-hand side. Allows us to get the big attack all the way over there. To then do the light speed dash. To run our way through all the way up to the top. Then we're going to checkpoint after we grab the key.
Ooh, where are we going here?
Well, you're going to all the way back down. So you're going to have to jump and then turn around on that rail. And then...
Thank you.
There you go. That was interesting.
That was. This game is full of that's never happened before, and that was one of them.
It really has. Oh, good jump on. Oh, that's how you do that one. Okay. Oh, and then you do checkpoint there.
See, we
Fair
learn.
enough.
We learn as we go. I'm still in the strats.
I'm not stealing nothing. You are providing, therefore not stealing.
Fair point. There we go.
All right, down into World 2, 3, 2. Gonna come in here, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna run around again with Squeaks. She's gonna run and jump. We're gonna grab a lot more of these. Oh, sorry.
Going to grab some more of these lovely rings here as we get really close to the microphone, building out the golf shot here. She's going to launch ourselves on one of the platforms. The flight there, not the grandest flight, unfortunately having to wait as we go through. Very reminiscent of the Tails challenges that we had once before in this area, but has apparently forgotten the route there. Oh, opting to go a different route around here. Going to go to the very top and then down towards the very bottom. Interesting way of handling it. We'll see if it pays off.
I've never forgiven you for beating me on that Tails challenge by like, what was it, like 100th of a second? Not even that.
Listen, We went back and forward on that so much. It was ridiculous. So there's things in this game called Tails Challenges where every week they will pick 5 levels at random and they basically say get the fastest time. And this was one of them. And Huds and I think we basically spent like 5 out of the 7 days just trading the record with each other. And we're talking about milliseconds here. It was stupid. But it was fun.
It was so fun. Oh dear.
Right, back to the scrambled shore. This is a checkpoint one then with Amy. So we're gonna run with Amy. We're gonna get the boost here. We're gonna do a little bit of boost optimization strats here. Every so often, you'll see Huds jump, do the air dash, and then land and reboost again. This just allows us to kind of like elongate the boost a little bit, so we can keep it going and still going fast with it. You know.
Oh, get on the thing.
Well, that's what you get for not looking at the thing.
Yeah, typical. Try again. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. While the homing attack is extremely powerful in this game, sometimes it just doesn't play ball, and that's a good example. Where it went there initially, didn't pick up on me hitting, like, smashing the button, and then, yeah. It happens.
Indeed. Right, next level, 1, 2, 4. We're going to go in. We're going to play as Amy once again. We're going to speed our way through the stage here. This one's a little bit more dangerous because you are above the level. And if you fall down, yeah, good luck. You're basically restarting and going to go back towards the start until you get up past this set of platforms.
Oh, that was nasty positioning. Okay, that's fine.
So back at the start of the stage here.
You were saying.
So what we're going to do is going to go and do a number of jumps on this one. We're going to make sure we get the jumps right. Otherwise, you go back to the start.
Oh, come on! What is up with these platforms?
Okay, so we're going to play as Amy here. We're going to make sure we run it right, but you don't want to fall off. Otherwise, you're going to fall down. You're going to go end up back at the very start of the stage here.
Hey, finally did it.
So now you've activated the checkpoint because the checkpoints are invisible there, but I can promise you it has been activated, and there we go. Wow.
Good lord, that stage.
That was a level, that was.
That was mean. Platform just... It's fine. It's fine.
You messed it up. You messed it up once the cycles are off, and it is very hard to recover, unfortunately.
It is.
As the game is quite mean about that. But it is also still kind of funny, just because it allows me to repeat the thing I just said, which is like, haha, Eric's doing it funny.
Damn it.
Right, back our way through here. Third time again. There you go. So you get it that time. And then you do it there as well. Damn. This is where I'm losing a little bit of time. Small optimizations. And then you don't want to hit those enemies. Okay, you do want to hit the enemy.
I do, just to refill the boost meter.
Fair. I don't, because it always runs out anyway. Camera angle being a bit dodgy there, but that's okay. We expect that one. And there we go. That is it for the first part of this. It is time to go to our next boss. We are going to the 4-man. We have a choice between Cream and Tails here. We just grab Tails because Tails is the first one. And then we go into the 4-man fight. But there's only 3 of them.
There is. Right, so this is one of the fights that they altered in one of the recent patches. So we've been really lucky, Argic and myself, in the fact that as we've been streaming Dream Team when it first came out, a couple of devs from Sega Hardlight, and shout out to Sega Hardlight, by the way, but a couple of the devs were kind of in our stream and listening to our feedback, talking about the development of the game, which was really awesome for us to kind of find out about. But one of the bits of feedback that we did give them was, we love the bosses, but they're kind of just a little bit on rails, in as much as I can't speed anything up with my own skill. And amazingly, out of nowhere, one of the recent patches, I say, they changed the boss fights. They haven't changed it per se in terms of its overall structure, but for example, this section here now, we can speed this up. So he opens up his little noggin early, and we can home and dash on it. This is all skill-based. If I miss it, I can end up missing a cycle and losing time. So they've actually made it now that, certainly for speedrunners, there is an element of skill to this, which I absolutely love.
Yep, it's really good. This used to be only, I think it was it originally 6 hits?
It was 4.
Was it just 4?
No, it wasn't even that. So you do the initial bit, and then it was only 2 hits actually on this section, but you had to wait basically for this.
Until now. Yeah, you had to wait until now to do it.
But all that kind of him twirling round was all on set cycles. Like, you couldn't speed it up. Whereas now, each one of these hits count, and the quicker you hit him, the quicker he moves to his next cycle, which is how it's faster. And then here we can actually avoid the kind of the gloop rising again if I get all 3 hits once more. If I miss one, then obviously I'm going to have to go through another cycle, so I'll lose time.
Yeah. It's a good change. Like, having bosses continue to be, like, you know, just bosses, having fun with them, they do their stuff. But then having the ability to make go fast. Like, having a skill ceiling on it is pretty cool. No, that's wrong. Having a normal floor and a higher skill ceiling. That's what I meant. I'm just going to go back to commentating the video game. Welcome to World 3, everybody.
We're going to see our favorite character in this game. At least my favorite character. Hun.
We have Knuckles here. We'll see if he goes woohoo or if he goes hon and becomes Le French Nuclear.
French Nuclear.
So welcome to the Nightmare Maze. We have our power characters. We have a Rouge and Knuckles. Their main skill is, of course, the ability to glide and climb. Both of them will allow you to go up these certain passageways. You can't climb on every single wall. You can only climb on specific ones, but it allows them to navigate areas within stages that other characters are just not able to do.
Ooh,
So
reverse controls.
nice. Okay, so that is unfortunately not Hut's having a skill issue. That is the game basically not realizing that it's changed gravity and having the controls effectively get reversed on you, which is not grand. Happens every now and again, and now you've got to go and take the state of the thing anyway. That's fine. Lovely job. But yeah, game just does this. This was not Hut's fault. It's dodgy.
It really is. Right, there we go. Oh, that was a nightmare. Ironic.
Maze.
Yeah, so as I was saying, occasionally this game has, especially this area, has weird gravity sections. And as the camera is kind of turning around and gravity is adjusting, occasionally you can find that the controls get reversed. So while forward and backwards still are the same, left and right get reversed, and it's very confusing. While it seems obvious, like, oh yeah, you know, just press right instead of left, your brain just doesn't work that way.
No, it really doesn't. Like, I was like, oh my god, why am I moving left? I should, and then you're like, yeah, you should hold right then. It's like, you don't register that in time.
No, you don't. It just confuses you. And then, yeah, because of weird camera angles as well, sometimes it can be very hard to do some very precise platforming. I spotted earlier here, you don't take that waterfall, do you?
No, I do not.
Get that.
I watched the world record holder King Rhodes' run, and all you do is you turn to the right there and use the 2 springs.
Ah, fair enough.
And then just glide over. I didn't find it. It was King Rhodes. Like, I have no idea about it. Again, just simple, different ways of doing the same thing. And it's like slight seconds of difference, but it builds up. For example, this is another level here. You can take that ramp, you go up there, you boost through it, takes you through the waterfall, launches you up, then you go to the rail and you jump all the way over. I didn't know about this. I was taking all the waterfall
Watch him not grip
routes,
the wall,
and
by
it
the way.
was slower.
Can't believe
No,
you
he
grip the
gripped the
wall.
wall.
What? Every
He's always
time
gripped
I
the
do
wall.
that, he doesn't grip the wall for me. That's the first time he's... What was that game? Okay, something else to point out. These blocks that you see, that is not a solid single block. These are 9 individual blocks laid next to each other. And very
Yeah.
occasionally, you can just clip, like the 3D equivalent of a subpixel. You can just clip the edge of a block, and it will just send you in a random direction. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you land on the seam, and when you land on the seam, you're then pushed in the direction of where the seam is, which then results in you going whoops and getting sent in whichever direction the game decides you're going.
Game is bullying me.
It's a bit silly. It's a bit fun. Oh, very nice ending there. Right, off to Act 5, or Level 5 in Act... Oh my god, yeah. World
Mission
3,
5.
Act 1, Mission 5. Jesus, so many things on that.
I know, right? How many more sub things do you want to add to this?
No. just no. So this is Amy going to be doing the same one as the go. Oh, there is. Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
Fudge.
Yeah, that's how I do that. You go for the homing attack on the enemy, don't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, no, you
I'm
can just
going to
skip
be
that.
changing that now. That's how you managed to catch up with me. Damn.
I mean, that and just skill issues.
I knew you were going to mention that. I hope you crash soon.
Oh dear, I love it. Right, there
Right,
we go.
we're gonna go through into the area. This is the exact same as the course that we've done previously. So at this point, Joker, if there's anything you'd like to say, you have some time.
Well, absolutely. Like I said, we are closing out that Sonic Blast, the Sonic Blast bid war. That does mean that our racers will play Knuckles in Sonic Blast. That is coming up very next here. That's actually Broken Hyperlink running Sonic Blast in a beat the game run, so it will be Knuckles. We still have the Sonic Adventure DX race category choice open for Dream Chora and Beam Queen Soul. Right now, Amy's story is in the lead with $5. Tail Story still yet to get on the board, but we have some time to make that happen. We also have opened up again the Examine All Trash Cans incentive for Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, which we mentioned earlier. It will force our runner Derek GNC to investigate every trash can in the game and every screen. It's a lot of fun. If you want to donate towards that, please use !donate in the chat. When you do, please make sure to mark the incentive and target. You can do both. You can put your money towards both the bid war and our target coming up. So please make sure, use !donate in the chat and help put some more money here towards our friends at Little Warriors.
Yeah, we love double dipping on the incentives. Make sure that you do. Make your money go further. Get some of those maple bucks in.
Brilliant.
I'm officially referring to Canadian dollars as maple bucks, by the way, from now on.
Any context on that, or?
No,
I mean, it's Canada, it's maple leaves, it makes sense to me.
Makes sense.
Arg is learning there are other countries.
Oh no, I know about Canada. I love the Canadian flag. I make it out of fireworks and Risk of Rain. It's brilliant.
Have you ever tried proper Canadian maple syrup, Arg?
No, I don't like maple syrup.
Oh, it's just basically sugar, and it's incredible.
It's life-changing. It's really life-changing.
It really is.
I'll give it a go. You have to drink High and Brew, though.
Arg is spreading the good word of the brew.
If Hus doesn't want it, I'll take that trade.
Well, I mean, the trade is open to both of you.
I mean, mate, you know my love for Iron, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, back to run here for a second. We are, of course, doing a key segment here. Going to see a little bit more checkpoint warping coming in, but not before Huds grabs the key and the red star ring here as we go in that one. What do you mean you don't like maple syrup? I don't like maple syrup. It's not my thing. Also, hi, company man.
I am excited for Linky's run coming up, and Linky's actually running a half-decent game for once, which is almost... I'm genuinely shocked. I don't even know what to say.
I'm telling everybody you called Blast a half-competent game.
It is a half-competent... Compared to the other Sonic games that Broken Hyperlink runs. Like, let's be... Oh, every time map section. Shut up. I'm going to do it again. No, I saved it.
Lost World shout out there.
Nice.
Good recovery, though.
Oh, God. That was weird. It, like, almost didn't stop me at the dream portal there.
I mean, that happens. As long as you don't do it in the Knuckles level, you're fine.
Game is gaming. I'm getting some really weird angles and things going on with this thing as well.
But you're not crashing, so it's fine.
I think I'd rather take the crash.
Trade-off. Oh, very nice there, getting the attacks there. The other thing we're trying to do here as well in terms of going fast is we are actually trying to combine as many of our abilities together as we can. So if we're on a rail, we want to then jump off the rail immediately into the Lightspeed Dash, and then from the Lightspeed Dash immediately into the onto either the rail or onto a boost. Just to try and keep the momentum.
That was my bad. Yeah, I did my dash too early.
Fair. There you go.
Up to the top. And then last checkpoint is the dream portal itself. Nice.
Nice.
I got
I believe. I was going to say, I believe you're up to number 4 now, yeah?
Yeah, 3, 2, 4. So notice there are some that we are skipping, and that's either because they're extremely hard. So while, for example, they might be, say, a second faster than one of the other ones we're doing, saving that second is so unreliable that it actually makes it not worth it. Or they're just genuinely slower. Like, essentially,
A lot
we
of
don't
the
have to
ones
do...
that were-
Oh, sorry, go on. Go on.
I was going to say, a lot of the ones that we're skipping are things like collect the 6 dream shards or get to the end of the stage and the stage timer is 3 minutes long. It's like, we don't need to do those ones. Those ones, we've already done those levels once. We leave them behind. Let's grab these shorter ones.
Exactly. So yeah, the key thing with this run is that we don't have to do every single mission in order to complete it. We only need 70 of the 109, or technically it'd be 106 dream orbs. 1, 2, 6. Sorry, just routing. There we go. Yeah, we only need to get 70 of them to unlock the final boss. So we do kind of have a little bit to play with. Obviously, as we progress through this, more missions open. So we also have to play around with the fact that certain missions we want to do aren't available till later in the run. Which is why we're going back and doing specific ones that are available to us. But yeah.
The other thing that's really good about it is just the fact that when the game... Basically, once you hit the specific milestone of, hey, you've unlocked a new level, the game tells you and immediately sticks you into that level. Like, it sticks you to that part in the menu. So that's why we try and avoid the menuing in such a way where Huds will finish it, and then at the end of this one, he's in World 1, but he's going to have enough Dream Orbs that he's going to unlock World 3, Act 3, Mission 1, and the game is going to immediately stick his cursor into that level.
So yeah, so all I'm going to do here is just mash the A button on my controller. So there you go.
Ta-da!
It just takes me straight into the next level.
And that's why the routing is the way it is. Or as we say, it is what it is.
What on
What
earth?
was that?
Wow. All I did was hold forward, and Amy's like, no, I'm going to go this way, and then that way, and then this way, and that way. The game is being a game right now.
It is indeed being a video game.
Being very careful on this bit so I don't fall down.
Upside down, right side up. We don't know where we are because the maze is, well, it's a maze.
Do, 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 do.
What the? You, my friend, you are having a time.
This
Is all I'm going to say on this.
cursed. Like, that should just grab the rail. You don't
That's
need to
an
do
auto
anything.
spring.
It's
Yeah, that's an auto spring, and you're like, nah.
Like, Ark will vouch me. You don't have to do anything there. It just does it for you.
I mean, it's meant to.
It was meant to, yeah. Clearly it didn't. What? This is what I mean when I
This-
say game is being a game right now.
Indeed.
Right, up to the top.
Still not crashed, though.
Just you watch as it crashes 4.5 minutes into Nightmare Eggman.
Yeah, no, that's when it's going to crash.
That's
Yeah.
when it'll happen.
Hey,
Spoilers
you'll
for
get
later.
the final cutscene crash.
Oh God, please no.
I mean, I hope you don't, but you'll get the final cutscene crash.
Right. There we go. So this is one of the really cool ones where we find a little skip for the final. We're going to come up into an area here where we're supposed to collect the 3 keys again to open up the gate in order to let us through to the dream portal. But we find a fun little skip here because one of the really cool things with this game is even though I've selected Amy to start it, you can actually change character midway through levels. So I'm just going to grab this last one here, come down this rail, I'm going to stop, and then I'm actually going to switch to Tails. And if I get this right, I'm just going to fly all the way around here.
Yeah.
Don't need to worry about grabbing the keys or anything. There you go, all done.
That's
Don't need
so
to worry about
smart. I like that.
I love that. That's one of my favorite strats. I also love the fact that the devs know we do that. And that was... There are some that were intentional. They've told us they were intentional. So, you know the one earlier on in the second world, at the very beginning, where I did that jump, the piston jump?
Yeah.
That one, that's like an intended thing. Like, oh yeah, you know, we left that in there because, you know, we found it and we know that, you know, with enough skill, you'd be able to skip this. That's fine. That one that I just did, they didn't know that existed. They know now, but they're not patching it.
Which I love.
Yeah.
I love it when devs are like, this is fine. You're not going to do this accidentally. It's cool.
Yeah. I just love
One
the
of
fact
the
we
cookies
found
here.
something that they didn't know would be possible.
Yeah.
Just like, whoa!
Going for the cookie. Checkpoint.
Dang it. Okay. These platforms are just being a pain to me today.
They really are.
I'm going to blame RNG. That's a speedrunner's get out of jail free card, right?
It is, but this game doesn't have any.
Shut up. They don't know
Like,
that.
this game doesn't have any RNG. What are you talking about? I know this because I'm the one that uses that as an excuse.
Well, I can't use subpixels. It's a 3D game. At least give me my RNG.
I would if it was there.
I can't even use my Xbox controller anymore, which legitimately had a problem with it, so I found out. I was like, God damn it.
You are doing very well.
There we go. Right.
So what was the legit problem?
The left analog stick, up and down gets stuck.
Oh.
So it's not stick drift, more just the fact that it doesn't reset. So if I push all the way forward and then the stick comes back, it thinks I'm still pushing forwards. And it does just random things like that. But I can't even use that as an excuse anymore because I've got a new Xbox controller.
Gotta get the other one repaired. Go back to get the good juju. This one's giving bad juju.
I blame the fact that it's red, not blue.
Yep.
Always the way. Right. Climbing up the top here, going this way. Yeah, I always miss that one. That's fine. I always miss that one. Right. Through here. So this is another of the levels where we're going to be doing some pretty gnarly jumps. And this is one that I almost always end up like just clipping the edge of one of these platforms and just being sent in such a random direction. So hopefully it doesn't happen, but we'll see.
It's looking good so far.
I mean, the way my luck has been on this run so far, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, this will be the one stage that does go right.
Oh,
nope, never mind. Never mind.
God damn it! This game is out to get me.
So you saw that right there. We ain't lying. It's doing it.
Right,
wow.
what's 235?
235, yep.
There we go.
You know, the stage that I didn't select correctly. You go from 334 and you look at your splits and you go, 335. No, it's 235.
Oh. Yeah.
Right, this is the infamous stage. I call it infamous because this is the one Huds was doing at one point. Went all the way through doing all this amazing work and then flubbed it right at the end. It's so funny.
For you, maybe. It wasn't for me.
Look at all these cool, tight jumps that Huds is doing. Making sure we take the correct angles, hitting all the checkpoints in the right order, getting off the springs, a boost jump off the bounce pad, another boost, but don't having to use the climb because you get the dash. And then imagine having 11 of 12 and then running right into the portal. Not realizing that you actually have to jump into that portal because the portal is hovering above the platform and you can run right under it.
The first time I literally just ran straight under it. Oh, that's
so glad you did it, not me. All right, Psycho Base stage. How did you not get that? So crystal pickup magnets are funky as well. Huds literally ran right through that and it did not pick it up. The downside is that means that this cycle right now, okay, it's coming back anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it should be pretty good to get back on the cycle you're looking for. Just gonna wait for the clip to go down there and then grab the one on the side. Couple of springs, running it through. Running it all, that is what we do.
Yeah, grabs this, spikes on. Oh, can I
yeah,
make
you've got that cycle. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you're fine.
But I didn't make it to then get the flight straight up.
You might want to stay on the platform.
There you go, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Right, third boss, Guardian Hunter time.
Woohoo! So remember all those praises we've been giving the bosses and the changes and that? Yeah, well, unfortunately, this is the only other one that they changed and it did not change the way we wanted it to. This boss used to just be 4 hits like this, where you do the 3 hits that we're about to do and the 4th hit is just one final hit. Whoops, I guess.
Yeah,
so the reason we complain about this boss is...
How much longer did this one get? Was it like a minute and a half?
It's like 2.5. No, it's 2.5 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it became a long one. And the reason for that is just, well, you'll see when we get there. Also, it moves very creepily. Also, if you're listening, I'm going to be quiet for a second, just allow you to enjoy the effects when Huds hits the boss. All you need to know is it sounds very squelchy.
Here we go. We're going to get the egg porn and then listen in for this.
It's very sticky.
It definitely squelches.
It's just squelchy, you know. So what are you doing? But yeah, so we run away, we chase the boss, we hit the egg porn, makes him vulnerable, then we hit the boss again, and away we go.
What's
Now,
the fact that the boss is
unfortunately-
apparently in like 10 frames per second?
Yep.
Have you ever spotted that?
No.
Next time you play it and you hit the boss, when it does the cutscene, the boss is like 10 FPS. It's great.
Lovely.
So
So
yes.
now the boss has 4 health again instead of 1. And we just have to wait. And we have to wait until the egg pawn comes. And then you hit the egg pawn. Rinse and repeat 3 times until you get the final hit.
Back one to
Yeah,
the
me too.
worst. Those
But yeah,
ones
we just got to keep doing this. And it's like, this adds the extra 2.5 minutes. It's like, oh.
Yeah, just waiting and waiting. But yeah, those egg pawns at the top. So obviously the layout it makes then kind of becomes, you know, the order they fall in on the floor. If the egg pawn is at the very top, it's going to land at the very back. They are the hardest ones to hit because the reticule tends not to actually lock on to it half the time. You have to be right at the very back and then just kind of hope that it's on your side. I missed a few of them earlier. Middle ones are pretty much okay. And then
So
you can
did
just
I.
straight away fly out here, forget all them, and then whoop, straight in.
Nice.
Nice.
Good
And
boss,
invisible
good boss.
knuckles.
Nice.
I love invisible knuckles.
I didn't realize you could do invisible knuckles. Welcome to Ego City.
Egosity.
Shut up. I knew you were going to say it.
Here we go. I love this one.
These stages are fantastic, but the first one here is just, it is wonderful. We got a lot of tubes. We got a lot of platforms that when you step on them, they are timed to disappear. We've got fans, we've got rails, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to go through on this, but we get to do them all in such a cool way. So we're going to grab our 5 red star rings again. We're immediately going to dive down to the right-hand side. Going to go and grab the one that's in the pipe. Sucked up into the pipe. Away we go. Hud's
Please,
currently
no
breaking
janky
the law.
physics. Please, no janky physics.
Nah, you're fine. No jank there. A little bit of jank there.
All right, here we go.
Little bit of jank. No jank.
Little bit of jank, just little.
Right, this is your bit, Huds. Explain it. You love it.
Okay, love it. Right, so we've got to hit 3 buttons. We've just hit the first one. It's going to load this one into place. We're going to come up and around down the bottom here. I'm going to take the ring path here instead, skip this bit. We're going to come up the top, hit this blue button. Now, I'm going to pause the game and reset checkpoint. It's going to move Amy in a second, but the cutscene doesn't stop. So it's kind of a free reset. We're going to then move Amy out here because I'm going to line this up. I'm going to dash out here. Boom, straight over the other side and just skip a whole load of platforming. Down the bottom, up through the bumper, up around the pipe, get the third one. Again, I'm just going to pause the game and hit checkpoint. It's fine. The cutscene carries on in the background. It's going to move Amy out to the right for me so I don't go in the pipe because the pipe is slower. And then we're just going to come down here instead. And that's that little puzzle section done and out of the way. Up the top, grab the boost, get the jump in the pipe. Down and out so we get the red star ring too. We're going to come out here and this is the one that I keep failing. So
Oh, don't
hopefully I
fail.
get this. There we go, got it this time. Nice. And then
Nicely done. He's,
get the
he's
jump in.
very proud.
Why didn't
What
it?
the?
Every time. Right,
Wait until the end. Oh my god. Huds.
What?
Go all the way back and then
There we
jump
go.
for the love of. There you go.
God damn it.
Oh my god. I was about to say, like, you're so proud of that little section and then you whiff it. Oh.
That is one of the hardest ones to get in. I don't know why. Just Amy doesn't jump in the blinking thing. Right,
Amy does
down
it
the road.
properly every time. There's only one stage in this game that I will give you that sometimes doesn't work properly, and it's not this one.
No, it's that one.
No,
That one.
it's no. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine. This is the level that's the problem. So you're trying to tell me you had a skill issue with Tails earlier on, then?
Look, there are multiple levels where things don't work properly.
I'm talking about Tails going in a pipe.
Oh God. I really hope that doesn't happen again. Well, we'll find out in a minute because it's coming up in two missions
That's what I was
time.
gonna say. Yeah.
Right, we're going to go around. Arg and I have lots of experience with this specific one, don't we, Arg?
It was a Tails challenge.
It was. Oh, God, I
We
lost count.
spent so long on this. How
Oh,
many times did we do it? Oh,
hundreds. I must have put at least 6 hours into this one mission.
that was the funny thing as well. It's like we'd chat to each other during the day. Yeah, I'm not gonna do too much of it. It's fine. We'll only do a little bit. End of the night, we'd DM each other going, "So I've just saved like 0.3 seconds. Your move." And it's like I'd be like, "Yeah, there's no way he's beating that." 2 days later, he'd come back going, "I just saved another 0.1 of a second." And I'm going, "How did you do that?" It was so silly.
I'll tell you what, it was the Dream Factory shard one that got me, where we were literally eking out like genuine thousandths of a second, like frames on each other, and we just go back and be like, save 3 frames, go faster.
Yeah, skill issue, do it again. Get good.
Good. So this level here was notorious, or this mission here was notorious for having the worst camera angles I've ever seen in any game.
It was 3/4, man. It was only 3/4 angles. It used to... imagine the flight segment where your camera wasn't directly behind you, but instead you were at a 3/4 angle. It was fine.
It was the worst thing ever. But
now
maybe
they
they
changed
fixed it. I also love the fact that just back there they put lasers in the way to stop you cutting the corner. You can just boost through the corner. It's fine. Sorry, hard light, but it didn't work.
Neither did that, but it did. Which
That's fine.
I don't know how you got away with that.
Me neither, but I'll take it. There we go, nice.
I'm confused.
So that whole section there, it used to be that you'd be on a 3/4 angle for it, and it sucked. But thankfully, they fixed it. Right, this one I love and I hate. If it goes well, I love it. If it doesn't go well, I hate it. The pain in the ass to get the backups.
And he's going to go and grab the first 2 here. We're going to go into the pipe as we go around. That's going to allow us to go up to the top here. So go and grab that one.
Fine. I can have a second shot at it from over here.
At least the pipes are working for you this time.
There we go.
I don't know what it is about that one. That is the one that Callie was talking to me about. You can go right through it, and it just doesn't give you it. And you're like, oh.
See, it's either that one or it's the one mid-air after that where you fly straight through it, and it's like, no, you didn't touch it. It's like I flew through the middle. But yeah, the last run that we did, those pipes just stopped working for me midway through the level. Like I could not get Tails to go in a pipe. Oh, all right. So we're all the way back here in World 1 here, Act 3, Mission 3, which is just get to the Dream Portal really fast. So we've already seen this one. So Joker, jump on in, buddy.
Well, that's perfect timing here because we do have a $2 donation here from Anonymous who says, we are zooming through this run and of this event. I want to see those trash cans later, so let's get that incentive met. They put the donation here, which you can do towards both a target and a poll. They target the examine all trash cans incentive as we sit here. That is a $50 donation incentive, so we want to make sure we meet that. But also put the $2 towards Tails' story for the category choice of Sonic Adventure DX. So now we're at Amy's story with $5, Tails' story with $2. So it is neck and neck, and that run is coming up here very soon. Chat. Who is going to be the one that takes us to that $2,725 mark? We're $5 away. I want to see if we can hit that or even more before the end of this run.
Nice. We have 18 Dream Orbs to get. We're going to get another 2 of them here. That's a game crash.
Yay!
Nice.
That's a crash.
So
That's the white screen.
I was literally about to say this, genuinely was about to say this as Joker was talking. So there's something at the beginning I forgot to say, which was that I was going to donate $10 for every game crash. So somewhat timely that we've just had one. So that's $10 I owe.
Nice.
Right,
Big fan.
And back in we go.
Thankfully, it does remember the last level that you were on, so you can just mash A to get back into the stage you're at. But there we go. That's what a crash looks like. Hopefully, that means you're only going to get the one this time.
Well, we'll see. I mean, my wallet's going to suffer for it.
It does mean the crash list is now gone, though, which is a shame.
It does. Boo. It's all right.
One day, Huds, one day.
One day. Those are the better ones to get, though, because it's right at the beginning. You haven't spent time in the level. So the white screen crash on load, it just fails to load the level. You just have to recognize it and exit out the game. The other ones you can get are just a sudden panic crash, i.e. the game literally just crashes. And you head...
What?
Huh.
Checkpoint now. Yeah. Checkpoint again. And there you go. They just didn't respawn. They were like, nah.
Right. Let's go this way. Yeah, so the game can also just crash by literally just exiting out, and you'll be back at the home screen. If that happens midway through a level, obviously you've lost all your progress in that level and all the time that you spent getting to that point. As I said earlier, the worst one is in the final boss. There is a well-known cutscene crash, which happens right at the very end. Like the last segment, you've done 4.5 minutes of the level already, and then you have to start it all again. Like that is a disastrous one. Please, Amy. Right, so the reason why I'm coming up here first is that just sets my checkpoint, and then I can go and grab this key, and then restart checkpoint, and oh look, I'm right by the door.
Nice.
Saves me having to go all the way back up. Just seen one of the organizers in chat be like, oh sorry, one of the producers in chat be like, oh no, don't crash again, that'd be terrible.
Oh, there's still plenty of time as we're coming through.
Right. Anyway, that's the 5th red star ring, so now it's just a mad dash to the end. It's going to take, these platforms. Amy.
You are doing very well with Amy's controls today.
I swear this isn't like me just being bad at controlling Amy. Like, the game is literally just giving me the most random angles for things sometimes.
It fight like that? Okay, next level. World 4, 2, 3.
Here we go.
This one is more of the dream shards that we gotta get.
This one is a nightmare to do. This one's extremely hard. Right.
Very tight. So we're gonna jump on that. We're gonna about turn. Then we're gonna run through. We're gonna grab this one. Then jump over, taking the ring route to get off to the enemies. That then gets us to the 3rd one, which then goes right back onto another lightspeed dash to grab the big one up there. That then allows us to about turn to then jump down, land on the traffic, grab the one from there, and then straight ahead, off to the left, onto the platform cycle, and then up to the end. I am surprised you got the height on that.
Oh, yeah, that one could be a bit dodgy. And then grab that mid-air. Beautiful.
Nice.
Right, back
Smooth.
we go.
Yep. 1, 3, 4.
Ooh, that was a perp.
Ooh.
Split. Right. So all the way back here, this is a queen one. Is this yeah, this is checkpoint, isn't it?
This is just
Oh,
no, dream mob.
Yeah. So fun thing about this one is you don't actually technically need to fly on any of this, even though it's a flying character one. I mean, I will for safety. I think this is actually that bit there that I've just done is the only bit that you technically have to fly on. But all of this bit, all this platforming, you can technically do without flying. That's fine. There we go.
Nice. And then 1, 3, 7.
Yeah. This one's going to be a
You do
character
start as
swap
Amy
one.
on this.
Yeah. I do character swap.
Because I only recently learned that this is what you do, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's faster.
Yep.
Because what you can do is you can grab a lot of these shards using Amy with the light speed dash, and then switch to Knuckles and go get the high one. Oh, very nice. Oh, good jump.
So here we're then going to switch to Knuckles. Claiming. And we're going to grab onto this one. We're going to come all the way up to the top. This is shard number 4. We're going to jump down and then as to the bottom, jump into here, grab number 5, and then round the corner and grab number 6, and that's that one done.
Nice. Stealing my stack there.
Two can play at this game.
Can we? Is it co-op?
Oh, imagine this co-op. Imagine using both characters at the same time co-op. That'd be amazing.
Ooh, it'd be an interesting one.
I'd love
Right, back to the OBS logo. This is a fun one, except from when you fall down. So don't fall down.
Right.
The number of boost jumps, dodging the lasers and that as well. Going to be heading off the enemy. Thankfully, there is the checkpoint up at this segment. So if HUDs does have a little jumping problem, shouldn't be all the way back at the start of the stage. Let's go.
Hey, me, please. There we go. Right, fine.
As I say, you're missing boost there. Okay, checkpoint has been hit. Now we just need to do some jumps. 1, 2, don't go all the way over.
Nice.
3, nice. Safe. There's that enemy that wants to kill you.
There's the egg pawn.
That egg pawn kills me because the game decides, oh, you want a homing attack? And that egg pawn just runs off the edge and I'm like, no.
I love that egg pawn.
I hate that egg pawn. Like, I love him, but I hate homing attacking him.
Right. So this is one where we got a fun little jump that skips a little bit of platforming. I'm going to show I'll get Kate to do it.
Oh, please do, because I don't know, even though I got it earlier today. That was the first time I did it. I'm proud.
Oh, so you're going to jump onto here. You want to look for the bomb, and then as the bomb goes by, you move up and then jump and then come across.
Nice.
The key thing is that you got to be... Knuckles? Knuckles, thank you.
Ah, yes, the perfect circle, of course.
So the key thing with that is that you've got to still be moving up. If you're static on it, you won't get the jump height. You've got to be moving up and then jump up.
That's what I was missing, is that you have to be moving.
Yeah. So you want to come just a little bit below, wait for the bomb to get out of the way, and then move up and immediately jump backwards. Camera angle helps if you get the camera angle right on it.
Makes sense.
Here we go. Right, up to the top.
And then for good luck, run around the dream shard 3 times.
It definitely helps. Right, down the Rhine. Picking up the boost on the way. We're going to grab the spring here. And just boost out of here. So the reason why I'm boosting mid-air, and an interesting thing actually about the mid-air boost, is that it's, depending on how late you do it in your jump, will actually depend on how much power you get. So you notice there, I waited a little bit before I boosted through. If I'd done it straight away, I would have just sunk. But a lot of the time, you can use it to kind of cancel your height and get the character back on the floor faster. So you'll see me do that quite a lot. Like immediately after hitting an enemy, I'll boost straight away to get myself back down. Right, our last one with the red star rings. Ego City Act 3.
Welcome to Amy Rose's Pro Running 3. Straight out the half pipe there. We're going to run over the lasers, get bodied by them, into the pipe to go our way through. One thing about this game that's really cool that we didn't point out until now, because we only just remembered about it, is when you get hit, depending on the amount of rings you have, you don't actually lose them all, which is really, really nice. So you can tank quite a few hits, depending on the amount of rings you've got. So now we're going to do some fancy rail jumps here, because we can go down here. We want to make sure we get to the middle. Very, very nice. I was going to jump to the left and then fall down. That gives us a skip there. And then away we go. We're going to get a nice jump off the half pipe here, or the quarter pipe in this case. All the way through, over at the enemy, grab a red star ring, and then I believe taking the bomb route.
Yeah. If I can get boost. Oh, just in time.
Lovely.
Over here. Could get a little bit of boost. There we go. Nice. Grab that one. 4 or 5.
Ego said he does also. Yeah, he has little quips, which is nice.
Right, so again, I'm going to be skipping the rail here, just coming down the side. Bit of a boost, and then homing it back onto it, just skips a little section of rails. Jump over the spring because it's slower, and then head onto this rail. Do not press a button because we don't want to take those rings, and we're going to come through here instead. That gives us our final red star ring. Grab the boost on the end, straight forward onto the rail, hold boost, and that's that one done.
Nice. You didn't fall through the middle of the blue platforms.
Not this time, thankfully. There's still one more when it can. This, if I'm going to fall through it, this is the one it's going to happen on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Right, immediately off to the left. Get the enemies on that side. Going to run, jump through the pipe. From the pipe, we're going to go and grab our first set here. We're then going to go off to the one that you see in the distance on the right-hand side there. That is then going to allow us to double back on ourselves. Using the power of Tails' flight, we're going to go grab the one down the bottom, then go for the one up the very tippy top here. But there is the little flight platform too. Oh, you lucky man.
I know. I normally grab
Very
the extra
tight there.
flight there, but skipped it this time.
And
Beautiful.
that was nice.
That's going to be a gold split. Right,
Right.
225.
World 2, 225.
But now it's cleanup time. 225. Yeah, so we need to get 7 more dream orbs. So now we're going to go back and clear up some that we've missed. And here's our first one with Knuckles. So this is just a gliding one. There's no checkpoints on this because there's nowhere for Knuckles to really land.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this stage.
I like this one. So we're going to come around
So
here,
onto the rail.
Yep, use the boost. Get a big jump straight up. Don't need to worry about climbing there. Wait for this one, and then woof, straight up as well. Love a good G. And then this one, so now it's just a glide all the way to the end. After this first bounce pad, you're going to see me adjust the camera. It's a little bit too far, but I can make it work. Because
That's way, like, what is this, Diablo?
I'm just trying to spot my jumps. There you go, because you can see the little shadow spot, so you can tell where you are with it. Just a little bit easier.
Oh, spot shadows are great. Yeah, I love that. I'm just meaning the angle in general. You went
yeah.
way up on that one.
Okay, so this is another one with no checkpoints. This is a flying one with cream. I need to be a little bit mindful of my rings. You don't pick up any rings during here, and it is possible to take damage. So for example here, I'm just going to move slightly to the side as I go to that rail. If I don't move to the side, I'll actually hit the lava and lose my rings, and it makes this next bit a little bit more
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Almost on the mine there. Jeez.
Let's try
There
and
you go.
maximize the forward like momentum.
Right, time for the fun stage. This is a stage that, unfortunately, we have had to change.
Yeah.
We used to be able to do a cool little trick with Tails on this one, but alas, it has been fixed. So we're going to start as Knuckles here. We're going to grab a number of the dream shards that we have available. We're going to jump off the wall because Knuckles said, nah, I'm not grabbing it. And then we're just going to climb all the way up to the very top.
Be chased by lasers. Right.
Basically, yeah.
So we're going to grab this one, come in here, grab a rail, up to the second one. And we're going to do our first of 2 character swaps. We're going to move to Tails.
As we need Tails to have the power of flight. Let's just activate the flight thing.
That was a camera angle. That's 1-5. And now we're going to do our next one. This is the one that we've had to change. Do you want to explain why, Arg?
Because we need to get over into the other side of the level there. Not like that, not like that, but like that. And then we're going to go and jump off the platforms to go and grab the last dream shard. Unfortunately for us, we used to be able to go to the other side of this area and fly in there with Tails by doing a ramp jump and then just flying. Unfortunately, they changed it so that the little lumps in the hole between the 2 rooms there now actually is bumpy and Tails can't get over it.
Yeah, it's a real pain. But if you do everything correctly, like, it doesn't really lose you any time. It's just a nice little trick. Right, this is one of the harder ones to do, especially as Amy. So I'm going to focus on this. I'll let Art commentate it.
Yeah, so this is another one here where we've got cycles that we've got to worry about because we want to boost onto these jump pads, basically, to get all the way across them to then land down here. But now this is where the stage gets hard because we're going to flip ourselves upside down. Now, if we end up failing at this point and landing in the gloop or anything, we are sent back to the beginning of the stage and have to go and redo this. I'm just going to grab the top one here and then hopefully going to land on one of the platforms on the underside that then allows him to go through and grab that. It is a very hard stage to get good music on, to get a good like distance and level on there. There's a little trick you can do, but it's not worth doing because you'll just fail and lose time.
Yeah. The nice thing with that one is that the cycles on the platforms are very reliable. So as long as you get your first bit correct, like that platform, that blind jump that I did down is always a guarantee. As long as you get your first bit correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So now we're doing another race to the checkpoint. This one sucks because this one has cream and she doesn't like to fly.
Oh, this section is the worst. They're trying to send you...
the next section at the end is the worst.
I mean, that as well. They've made it better in the latest update. So it used to be that when you go through the green, like, power rings, if you like, I don't know what they're called, but like the boost rings, the character wouldn't immediately fly straight afterwards. So quite often you'd hit this and then not be able to fly. Thankfully, they have fixed it now. So it's a little bit more, you know...
I mean, you make that look easy. It's still not easy.
It's not. Right, 2 to go. We're going to do 3-3-6 and then 3-3-7. Then we're on to our final boss. So the last 2 dream mobs that we need.
Yep, 3-3-6 here is another boost one. We got to go and reach the checkpoint before the time runs out. We have got a number of platforms we need to jump over, so Hudz is going to pray not to get bodied by any of the adjoining platforms. We're going to go and run our way through, do a number of homing attacks around here, landing on the spinning cookies, and then we're going to run our way through and down. This part is quite nice to do. As long as you get the boost jump there, you're fine. Not going to take the lightspeed dash because it's slow. We don't need to worry about it, and we don't really need rings anyway. So coming up towards the end of this one, it is all about the platform cycle, which is god-awful. Complete opposite of what you need them.
Yeah, that happens, but it's fine. Thing is, if you get that, it means you've done the level well and it's gone fast. Like, that's the annoying thing about those cycles. And lo and behold, that was a gold split for me as well.
Nice.
So after 50 hours of speedrunning, it's kind of hard to come by these days. Right, grab the first one. So this is our final one. We're going to come down here. We're going to turn it around. We're going to fly under and then back over the other side. That gets me the second one. Going to come around here, hit the spring. It's going to reverse, and then I need to try and time this jump right. Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
Straight in. And then it should give us this platform cycle, which is the early cycle. Lovely. I'm going to come up the top. I'm going to grab this, and then immediately boost jump off. A little bit of flight. Get onto the bounce pad. Over this way to get this one, and then hope and pray. Yeah, nice. And straight over for that one. There's number 6. Beautiful.
Smooth stage, smooth.
We like it.
All right, final boss time. Nightmare Eggman. Will we get the crash at the beginning?
Find out.
We did not.
Oh, good so far.
Okay. So welcome to the final stage, the final confrontation with Nightmare Eggman. This is where the game is going to allow you to play as every single character in the game using a different segment of the level. There is one final crash point that we're aware of. It is the final cutscene before the end of the game. Hopefully it doesn't happen, because we do want to keep this run and take it to the end.
There is an extra one that you seem to really love.
Listen, I'm not going to talk about that one because I don't want it to happen to you.
It's fine, it's fine. But yeah, so we're going to be using...
Knuckles likes to crash.
Knuckles does. We're going to be using all the characters here. So that's Sonic's first segment. We're going to be passing over to Rouge now. There is a little cutscene there that explains, like, we're trying to get Ariam's Dream Orb all the way back to free her. So we're now over with Rouge. Although you said we're going to use all the characters. That's not quite true, is it?
I mean, define quite true.
How tight, Tails?
I mean, he is holding tight, I guess. Like, he's the one doing the machine stuff.
He doesn't, unfortunately, play much of a part in this. Hey, I've got a boost.
No, we don't get it, please. We don't get it, please. I don't know how you get boosted or not, though. You suck.
Don't know how I do that either, but I managed it again.
Ah!
Shut up. Oh, God, it's all the way back as well. It didn't checkpoint me. God damn it.
I'm gonna do the boost. Misses the jump. Oh my God, Hutz, come on.
There we go. Right, landed it this time.
Oh. So we get the jumps on there. We go through. We go in. Now we're coming to the Knuckles part. This is dangerous. This is where there's a chance for it to potentially crash. Specifically on the third pillar that is coming up. And we don't want to see it. But my game has crashed there twice recently at the same point, at the same time. And it's been the only crash in the run. And I'm not happy about it.
We'll see. If things start to get a bit juddery, then we're in the danger zone, basically.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Right, up for that. Ooh, we're okay.
That was
we're
a
okay
little bit. That was not terrible, yeah.
A little bit, but manageable. To be fair, it did crash not long ago, so that'll probably help. Right, 1, 2, 3.
I was going to say, yeah, you've had
6.
yours.
Good.
Nice. See, neutral stick helps there.
Yeah, that's just an early jump off. Rather than climbing all the way to the top and using the spring, we count to between 13 and 15 bombs. And then if you get the right jump off backwards, you can just glide over it. A little bit tight. I tend to go 15 for safety. But it can
What
go
do you mean between 13? No, just 15. Don't do this between 13 and 15.
You can do it on 13.
It's for me.
It's for me?
Big jump, no boost. It's fine. Up we go. Over the hand. Run our way through.
Skip spring. I do love the design of Nightmare Eggman. He does look
Nightmare Eggman is a...
Yeah.
He looks suitably evil. My only question is, of all the things that you can dream of, why long arms? Like, why long appendages? Yeah, this is a very long arm. Why long appendages?
Just reminds me of Mr. Tickles.
Again, why?
Right. So you can see here that I'm doing lots of jump boosts here, partially because it actually preserves my boost meter while maintaining the speed. But it's also a because you do actually get that little bit of initial boost speed that's faster than you can actually just run on its own. So continuing to do this is the fastest way of getting through here. Across the whole section, like, you can save of about 3 to 5 seconds by doing this. And also, these hands trying to hit me, you can basically out them, as you can see here. So that's the other reason to do it as well. Oh,
Alright, let's find out.
There we go.
No crashy.
No crashy. Yeah.
Thank God. Whoa.
Okay, there is still one more point it can do it, and that's as it loads the next bit.
No!
You can. Please don't. Please. Okay, we're good.
Nice. Yeah, no crash.
So, be ready on time, because it's going to be coming up in around about 20 to 30 seconds, give or take. So let's try and go for a big jump. I keep missing this first try. Let's see if we get it this time. I don't think
Oh, that's good. That's
Oh,
very
no,
good. No, that's perfect. That was
Hey!
very good. That was a very good jump.
Love big jumps. That skips a whole section. We're going to skip this other little rail section here. Right. And coming along to the top. And we're going to go all the way up to the top. And as soon as we get up here and the cutscene starts, it's going to be time, which is going to be in about 3, 2, 1, time.
Yeah.
Woo!
GG.
Thank you very much.
Only one crash.
Only one crash. I'll take
Much
that. That's
better
not
than
bad.
the 3 you had earlier.
That's not
Yeah.
too bad.
One crash in a long run like this, in a game that's built like this, well done.
So I'm just going to quickly come out and have a little look at the IGT. 101.41. That's really not bad.
That's very good.
Faster than the run I did earlier by about 34 seconds. Most importantly, only about a minute off my PB. So I'm really happy with
nice.
that. I'm really happy with that.
Well done, Huds.
Thank you very much, Joker. Yeah. Firstly, I just want to quickly say a huge shout out to Sega Hardlight and all the devs there for making what is, in my opinion, the best Sonic game of 2023. Like, I know we had a couple of other ones that I'm not going to name, but in my opinion, this is the best Sonic game of 2023. It's a fantastic game. If you've got any kind of Apple device, grab the free trial on Apple Arcade and give this a go. You will not be disappointed. I also want to say a huge thank you to Argate. Thank you, buddy, for commentating for me. I really appreciate it as well.
Thanks for having me.
All right. And other than that, I'd say if you enjoy this, if you enjoy me or anything like that, come follow me over on twitch.tv/Hudson1 and watch more Sonic speedruns and other daft things. But I'm not going to hold things up any longer because I know we're still a little bit behind. So, Joker, it's all yours.
All right. Well, thank you once again, Huds and Argik, for that fantastic run of Sonic Dream Team. We're going to keep the energy going. We're going to keep the Sonic block moving. Don't forget, we have that category bid war open for Sonic Adventure DX, the Tail Story versus Amy Story race. You will get to decide which one the racers will take on. Amy Story still currently in the lead here at $5 versus Tail Story $2. So you have a little bit of time here, but you only have about less than 30 minutes because our next run is going to be a quick one. We also have that Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog incentive upgrade there from beat the game to examine all trash cans, where we do have to check every trash can in each screen for evidence in the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That is a $50 goal. I know we can hit that. We need to hit that before the beginning of the run. You do have a little bit of time, as we have a couple of runs beforehand, but it's going to creep up on us faster than you would expect. Don't forget to put your incentives towards both of the bid war and the targets there, and you can do so within Tiltify. When you do donate, please use that exclamation mark donate in chat. Follow the link and make sure to mark the incentives, because we can't put it there for you if we don't know what you want. So let's keep rolling and make sure that we can get that. We're going to take ourselves a very quick breather because Huds and Argik took all the breath out of that. So we're going to take a very quick breather, grab yourself some water, and we'll be back in just a few moments.